guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have another helpful, hopefully, back to school tips and tricks kind of video. And this one is about how to manage school, a job, and YouTube. Because I know a lot of you guys that watch me do have your own YouTube channels. It can be very overwhelming and difficult to find a balance and manage your whole life and also have a little bit of fun doing other things when you're doing so much. So I have three major points in this video, and I'm just gonna get right into it because I feel very strongly about what I'm about to say. Basically, for me, everyone is different, okay? Everyone has a different life situation going on. Not everyone is going to have the same view on what I'm about to say because some people have to work to go to school. Some people, which good for you for putting yourself through school. I can only imagine how difficult that must be. But some people don't go to school, some people just work, some people, are, just on YouTube. Like, whatever you're doing, whatever is working for you, good for you, and I'm so happy for you, and it's all good. Everybody has their own views and opinions on their own life, and you're the one that should be in control of your life. So I'm just here to tell you that if you're in school and doing YouTube and working, I'm just kind of here to tell you, like, for me at least, how I like to manage it, and hopefully that can help you in your own way. So the number one thing I would say is school is, at least for me, the most important part. Now, I've mentioned this before. If you're in school, you should be focusing on school. School should be your number one priority. Now, that being said, work hard. I mean, you still have to have a life, and you still have to, I know a lot of us have to work, and obviously that's going to sometimes create some conflict and make it harder for you to get your stuff done, but school is the number one priority. So don't lose sight that education and your education is so important, and you can't half-ass it just because you're doing so many other things. If you have to work a semester to pay for your next school semester, maybe that's the right solution for you. You have to find something that works for you without sacrificing your education and putting as much as you can into it, because you're already paying so much to go to school that you want to get as much as you can out of it, and you want to do as well as you can. So I would say focus on school. It's your number one priority. However you need to do that, don't lose sight that school is the most important thing in your life right now. My second tip is basically that you need to speak to your boss, and I know not everyone is the same, not everyone has an understanding boss or a job that's flexible, but it kind of has to be like, you will find some place that will understand that students are in school and that that's their priority. I am pretty lucky with my job. My managers are so understanding, and they know that school comes first for me, and so they're really understanding about that. And if you can't work more than a certain amount of hours, or you have to limit your availabilities, and that's what you need to do in order to do well in school. And if you need to take one less shift, take one less shift, because I know it can be exciting, especially if you have your parents supporting you, and it can be exciting to have your own money and to maybe buy some makeup or something like that, but you really need to focus on school. So if you can afford to take one less shift, then take one less shift. Like I said, school is your main priority, and whatever you need to do to make that happen, make it happen. So I would just be straightforward with your boss and be like, this is my situation, how can we make it work? And then hopefully you can figure out something that works for the both of you. And then my third tip is, if you're doing YouTube, how YouTube mixes into all of this. YouTube can be a full-time job in and of itself, and it can't come in the way, especially if you're still in school, of your school. You can't get distracted, like I know I do and a lot of people do, by YouTube, because at the end of the day, YouTube will always be there, hopefully, and you can always come back to it. So if you need to stop doing YouTube videos for a while, you need to stop doing YouTube videos for a while and accept it, and that's okay. But if you really want to keep your channel going and growing, my main tip would be to have pre-filmed videos. Whenever you have a little bit of extra time, I know I do this, I pre-film videos that can kind of go up whenever, whether those are tags or maybe foundation routine, or just videos like that don't really change and that don't go with a certain season or a certain time of the year, videos that you can post anytime. pre-film some of those videos, because there will be unexpected things that happen in life, whether that be school or work related, that come up and you just can't film a video and you can't edit and upload it. And especially during exam times, have pre-filmed videos. They will come in handy, they will save your life, and at least for me, that is how I've managed to keep all three of my life components going together. So that's basically pre-filmed videos, and just know that if you miss an upload date, it's not the end of the world. Things happen, and most of us here are super understanding, so it is what it is. If you can't get up a video, you can't get up a video, and that's okay. And my last thing, I guess it turned into a 4-tip video. My last thing is that you need to also have some fun, which I struggle with because it's hard to find a perfect life balance between school, work, YouTube, and then doing fun stuff, having a social life. But it's very important that at least once a week you do something for you. If you're crazy busy, that might be something as little as painting your nails or watching your favorite TV show, but you have to take time out to do something for you, because if you're constantly just doing school and work and YouTube and trying to please everyone and keep up all these responsibilities, you're gonna crash at some point. You're not gonna be able to handle it. It'll become too overwhelming, and then you don't want to be the one to quit everything just because you didn't feel like you were doing one thing right. So sometimes you need to slow down on other things in order to keep yourself sane, and that's okay. It's important for you to know that that's okay. If you're the kind of person that likes to lay in bed and watch Netflix, make sure one night a week you can do that. If you're a person that likes to go out and party, then make sure you have a night to go out and party. If you like to go see movies, make sure you have a night, go see a movie. So you have to find a balance, and that's within you. I can't tell you how to find that balance. I still struggle sometimes to find that balance, but these are just tips and tricks to basically tell you that it's okay. And whatever your priority is, for me it's school, and I feel like for a lot of you it probably should be school, but if that isn't your priority and that can't be your priority, then maybe you need to slow down on school and work a little bit more to be able to pay for your school. Whatever that is, you need to find that within yourself and find something that works for you. You really need to put a lot of thought into it, make sure it's the right thing for you, but never compare yourself to other people, because what other people are doing doesn't mean that that would be right for you. I guess that's really what you have to take away from this video. There's nothing I can say to fix how you manage your life and how you handle the balance in your life. That's really up to you, and only you know the answer to that. So I hope this was a little bit helpful. I realize that there's only so much I can say and do to be helpful, like in this kind of video. I just basically told you how I manage the three of them together, and hopefully that in turn kind of helped you. If you guys have a different way of managing it, if you guys focus on different things, please leave me your comments. I love to hear, like, you know, everyone's different ways of dealing with things. It's really great, and it really opens my eyes, and sometimes, you know, you share your perspective and it makes me gain a completely new perspective that I'd never considered before. That's why I love this community so much. So leave me your comments, thumbs up if you enjoyed, and you know, if you have any tips and tricks, please leave them down below. I would love to read them, and I'm sure everyone else would too. So stay tuned, there are more back to school videos coming up, so subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!